Whether attending Mardi Gras festivities or just enjoying historic beauty, New Orleans is certainly a wonderful place to visit. This Louisiana city has earned the name the Big Easy and has much to offer, including delicious cuisine. When it comes to food, a great place to taste the authentic New Orleans cuisine, as well as see firsthand the significance of rice, is Nola Cafe. Louis Robert, founder and owner of Nola Cafe, says his cultural roots played a major role in establishing Nola Cafe as one of the few authentic New Orleans-style restaurants in the Bay Area.
I wanted to do something that was close to my heart, which was the authentic foods of New Orleans. And in traveling around Florida and different parts of the country, I noticed that there was a lot of places that tried to do different things that portrayed themselves to be authentic, but weren't as truly authentic as I had growing up.
Part of Nola Cafe's charm comes from a rather ordinary food, rice. Mr. Robert talks about the dishes associated with rice in his restaurant.
We serve all the traditional New Orleans dishes. Of course, in front of us is jambalaya, which is predominantly a rice dish. And then what you've got there is chicken and sausage gumbo. We also do a seafood gumbo and a crawfish etouffee, red beans and rice.
Rice is an international superstar. This grain not only feeds about 2/3 of the world's population, but has been doing so for approximately 5,000 years. Mr. Robert explains why he believes rice became so popular in the United States, especially Louisiana.
Some of the traditional dishes that we see today, like red beans and rice, which is, again, basically just beans and rice, or your gumbos, were sort of geared for the lower income societies. And they needed inexpensive food to feed their families. And rice has done that through many different cultures, not just Louisiana cultures.
Interestingly enough, rice carries so much significance in the Louisianan culture that there are even well-known stories that involve rice.
The old story with red beans and rice in particular was it took a good 12 hours to cook the beans down, but it's a very traditional dish on a Monday because the women would generally start their laundry and do a lot of their house cleaning, and they would set that pot of beans early in the morning, so by evening it was ready for the family.
When it comes to rice, New Orleans, and culture, it all comes together in the names of its people and methods of cooking.
The word Cajun comes from Acadia, and you had a lot of people moving down from Canada down to South Louisiana, and a lot of the Indians couldn't pronounce the word Acadia, so they would say Cajun, and that's how the word Cajun came around. The Cajuns, from what I understand, were very limited in their cooking style. They generally used one pot type of cooking where they would combine a number of ingredients. So dishes like jambalaya certainly stem from that type of culture. Gumbo has a little bit different origin. I believe the Creoles did a lot with that in more diverse cooking, and they used a lot of red sauces in their foods and things of that nature. So they had a little bit more money and a little bit more resources to do their cooking.
And of course, the best part about New Orleans-style cooking is digging in and having a taste.
Is that the best gumbo you've ever had, Rebecca?
Yeah, you're right. That's New Orleans for This Is Delicious. I'm Rebecca Turcal, reporting for From the Core.
Now that you've had a chance to try that good gumbo, Rebecca, what do you think?
Yeah, you're right. That's New Orleans for This Is Delicious. This is Rebecca Turcal reporting for From the Core.